Hello, welcome to Godfather Barbecue and Italian. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the powerhouse of the Italian kitchen. Okay. Today, we're going to make red sauce, aka marinara. Why? Well, we're going to be shooting an eggplant parm video tomorrow, and I figured I'd knock this step out and make two videos from one, basically, from one meal. The thing with this is that's beautiful about it. When I say powerhouse, like I was a kid, I worked in what we call a red sauce joint, right? So that was, if you remember, maybe I'm dating myself, but the old-fashioned Italian restaurants with the red checkered tablecloths and the bottles of Chianti. I was a dishwasher in a place called Rossi's in Boston. It's unfortunately long since gone, but I remember being in the kitchen back then. I'm 14, and just this big giant pot of or pan of red sauce, and I swear it must have been 75% of every meal that got called back to that kitchen came from the red sauce. So when I say that, what does that mean? This is great. You can make it ahead of time. It freezes great. Keep small batches in your fridge. Spaghetti and meatballs. It's right on hand. Lasagna, manigot, steak pizzola, pasta fazool, anything you need. I mean, this is incorporated into so many dishes, and it's so simple. And even just straight with pasta, I get more comments and compliments on my basic red sauce, and this is just the exact way my grandmother and our family made it, and it's so simple. Okay, so that's kind of the backstory on this. I just love it because it's so versatile. Parmesans, like I say, lasagnas, raviolis. I mean, think about everything that red sauce is in. If you just have this made ahead of time, put it in the freezer, put it in those 1 quart plastic containers is what we use. And if I know, tomorrow we're going to have raviolis or we're going to do quick spaghetti and meatballs, I got it. Okay. So here's what you're going to need. And it's so simple. It's almost embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you. So, and the key thing with this, although it's simple, you have to have good ingredients. Stop buying job marinara, okay? Stop. First of all, you're wasting your money. Second of all, you're eating garbage, okay? Good quality extra virgin olive oil. I got about 3/4 of a large onion diced. This is meant to be a smooth sauce, so try to do everything as far as the chopping goes, to a diced size. 3 garlic cloves diced. I got some salt, pepper. I'm going to use, and this is a recipe that can be doubled up. If you just double everything up, if you decide to do that, this will make a couple of quarts. Okay, so I've got salt, pepper, 2 cans of crushed tomatoes. Sometimes I'll mix it up, puree, or crushed, or all puree. You can do whatever. I recommend that. If you want a chunky style, go ahead and do it. Get a can of whole tomatoes and crush them up by hand. But as far as when we say red sauce, it's meant to be smooth, okay? So that's it. I'm going to show you how we cook it. This is start to finish about a 45-minute process for you, and you're going to be blown away. There's no sugar. There's no thyme. I listen to people like, why is your sauce so good? Because I keep it simple and delicious. I don't put any of that stuff in. Just do this, try it, and let me know. I'll see you at the stove. All right, so in my pan, I've got about 3 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to go in with the onions first. I'm going to give the onions a head start because they cook quicker than garlic, and we don't want to burn the garlic. Okay, as always, not as always, but most of the time, I give these onions, when I'm sauteing them, depending on the meal I'm cooking, some salt to help them sweat a little bit. And I'm just looking to soften these up. I'm not really looking to caramelize them. Give them a little color. I'm going to tell you that's going to take about 4 minutes. All right, so the onions have been going about 4 minutes or so. You see they're nice and soft, but not really turning color. Just, again, it's starting to get a little bit yellow. That's fine from the heat. I'm going to go in with my garlic. And literally for about 1 minute. start to smell it. That's a good sign as far as time goes. And we're on like medium-high heat, so you want to keep this active. When the tomatoes go in, I want to hear that sizzle. All right, so that's good. Now we're going in with our star of the show. That's it. That's it, baby. Okay, 1, 2, and I am going to add, these are crushed, so they're a little bit thick. I'm going to add about a half of one of these cans. These are 2 28-ounce cans, by the way, if you were wondering. Take some hot water. And you do this according to what you like for consistency. I like a medium body. So in this situation, again, a lot of cans are different the way they pack them. So you can find different consistencies with different tomatoes. So be careful. Don't add water unless it needs it. These happen to be thick, so half a can was perfect. They also work as good spoon holders. Okay, now we're going in with our salt. I use 1 teaspoon per can, per 28-ounce can, and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper per can. I'm gonna mix that up. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, what about basil? Now, I do like basil in this, but again, I don't know what the end use of this may be, or you may not know. Basil is one of those things you can always add at any time as you're heating it up or whatever. It does give a nice taste. As far as variations of this, when I cook it, every once in a great while, if I'm feeling feisty, I might hit it with a shot of, a couple ounces of red or white wine. In the beginning, after I do the onions and garlic, let the alcohol cook off for a few minutes, let it reduce by half, just a little bit if you want, just a little taste in it, but that's still going to keep it relatively pure as far as where it's going to go from there. Whatever meal you can put it in, that will still fit. Okay, so if you get bored with it, which I don't think you will, you can always do that for a little zing. Again, you have good tomatoes and you cook this long enough, 40, 45 minutes, you won't need sugar. Don't use sugar, okay? You'll see what I'm talking about if you're used to using it. You'll get that real authentic Italian restaurant flavor. All right, so I'm going to bring this to a boil, a slow boil, and then turn the heat down, put the lid on a jar like that, and we're going to simmer it for about 45 minutes. All right, we'll see you at that point. All right, we're back 45 minutes in, and we are done. I did stir this every, 10, 15 minutes. I forgot to mention that. But just give you an idea of what you should look like. There you have it. Beautiful. You should smell. I wish you could smell this through the TV, but anyway, you'll see this in tomorrow's video. We're going to do eggplant parm, my absolute favorite of the Italian American cuisines. Just love it. We'll get more into it at that point. Hope this helped you. And again, if you can, please subscribe, like, and share. And if there's any questions or comments, please do so in the comments. Thanks. We'll see you soon.